guys, Janelle here. Here are 5 ways that you can improve your communication with your partner. Number 1, don't take things personally. When your partner is upset and sharing something with you, whether it's about you or work or something else, we often resist negative emotions that our partner has, especially when that negative emotion is directed towards us. It can be so easy to get defensive, feel guilt and shame, feeling like we're not being a good enough partner, or that we're unloved or being rejected. Consider it's not personal. And yes, it may be about you, but it's their emotion. And we all have emotion, and there's nothing wrong with it. So if you can learn how to be with your partner's emotions, however they are, and not resist it, then you can create more space for them to feel loved and supported and understood. Being able to feel heard without trying to fix anything makes such a huge difference in building that connection, trust, and bond that we all so desperately crave. Okay, number 2, learn to be open and curious. Again, going back to how we would normally react, we would normally justify, defend, get our walls up. But what if we were open and curious about what was actually going on and why they feel that way? And what's that like for them? Oftentimes we think we know how they feel, and then we interrupt and try to fix the problem rather than really getting into each other's world, stepping into their shoes and trying to understand what they're going through without trying to fix or change it or making them feel bad about the emotions they're feeling. Here's the thing about marriage. It is so beautiful when you have that level of trust, intimacy, and vulnerability with each other, that you can come to the table with whatever's going on for you and know that you're not going to regret it. That's what intimacy is really about, isn't it? Feeling like you're a team, feeling like you understand each other. And listen, sometimes we don't understand each other, and that's okay. We don't have to agree with anything they say. We just need to get it. I don't understand why my husband loves Transformers, but I get that's important to him. I get that it brings him joy, and that's all I need to know. Number 3, learn how to listen. If I ask each of you, do you know how to listen? I'm guessing 90% of you would say yes to me. But consider there's probably only 5% of you that actually know or are good at listening. Society, our parents, school has not taught us well how to properly communicate and listen. We're taught to talk and prove our points, but we were never taught how to create connection with people. And listening is part of that. Number 4, learn to be self-aware. What does that mean? It means catching yourself. It means listening to your body. When you can feel you're getting upset, or there's an emotion coming on, or you feel your walls going up, being able to catch that before it takes over and you're trapped and you go into victimhood and you shut down emotionally. If you can learn how to catch that in the moment, that moment where you go from love, warm, and fuzzy to survival. That's that moment I'm talking about. Just being aware of when that happens and why that happens is the first step to transforming the way you listen and communicate. Tip number 5, learn to shut your mouth, listen, and not interrupt. So many of the couples I work with, that is their biggest problem. They don't listen. And what that looks like is they interrupt each other. And so they don't feel heard. They feel disrespected. They don't feel appreciated. They're frustrated. They feel rejected. And there's resentment. And it's something so simple. And again, we were never taught, especially if our parents interrupted each other or our parents interrupted us, then we incur those bad habits and behaviors. It's just the way we were taught. It's just the way we were brought up. And that's okay. However, there is something that you can do about it. I'm doing a masterclass on effective communication just for couples. And I invite you to join us. If this is an area in your relationship that you're really struggling with and you have no idea what you're doing wrong or why things end up the way they do, and you're stuck in this vicious cycle, I invite you to register for my upcoming masterclass, where you get to actually try on new ways of communicating with your partner. This is a hands-on masterclass. This isn't about teaching you fundamentals and principles and just knowledge. It's really about taking new actions distinct from how you would normally communicate with your partner. And this is going to be a game changer for those of you that have felt disconnected, frustrated, and you're at your wit's end about what's missing in your relationship when it comes to communication and connection. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And so if you're trying to change things and it's not working, this is why. Because you only are operating from what you know versus the things you don't know. So if this is you, come join us, and I can't wait to see you.